bans here. What are we going to be looking for these solo lanes? The Jax ban leads us towards potentially Zeus going back to the Gnar, which I think is, it's fine. If you get 11 out of 11, it's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, Zeus R4ing Gnar here could be answered by Yone on Sandbox's end, but if you ban away the Sylas, then you're kind of locked into a Kali, which can be very tough to play into a composition that, when it gets mid-prio, is going to be a big threat. As they don't even believe that this that this Lee is going to. I respect it. I love it. The Akali going to be the ban. Instead, Akali has seen more success recently than Sylas. Sylas has struggled a little bit more. And maybe if they go Sylas, T1 just locks in Gragas again. I don't know. The Gragas actually was working out extremely well. You can cancel a lot of the threat that the Sylas has available. And the disengage is very good into
LeBlanc.
The melee carries. Oh, maybe this is not a owner ban. Maybe this is a faker Nidalee ban. They're like, what if he's playing Gragas?
Oh, no.
So Alpha Gnar would make sense to me. Azir is the other big standout pick that I can see come through here for T1. That doesn't give a lot away about what direction your draft is going into. While
it's just Gragas mid is just a strong pick.
Is that just?
Yeah, it's just a good.
Yeah, but we don't even know.
It can be flex now because he played it in mid in game 1.
So this can go mid, this can go top. We can also have Lee top with Gragas jungle and like a non. T1, we're cooking too much. Like I can't keep track.
I mean, the food is pretty delicious.
No, it's amazing. But I can't.
I think it's okay if they keep cooking, as long as it turns out well,
So.
Gnar Sylas.
We have seen the Gnar be very successful into Gragas. Was actually one of the reasons why Gnar came back in the meta when Gragas was blinded a ton. But it also means that Zeus can now lock Irelia.
Yeah, Zeus is already talking, so I think the Gragas is definitely going mid.
Oh!
There's the Yasuo. Then maybe not. I mean, at this rate, maybe it's Faker playing the Yasuo. Gragas is in the jungle and Lee Sin's top. We're going to have to wait and see. I mean, Zeus, the Yasuo and Gnar should be a great matchup. What if Lee Sin or Faker plays Lee Sin?
Yeah. No, I was talking about this. I wouldn't mind it. Not going to be the case here. Obviously makes your ability to impact the rest of the map, and particularly Yasuo, a lot better, but... Oh, Birdle.
He might be playing Lee Sin.
I like it. Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna...
Well...
Okay, so they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
But it will be owner on the Lee. It's
makes sense.
It's Snowball City. That's what we're looking at here. As I also think it's Keria that ended up playing the Caitlyn based on the final position there.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm looking back. I'm pretty sure we're getting Keria Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Yuma Jhin. This is locked in, guys. And then Gragas mid, Lee jungle, and then Yasuo top. And then for Sandbox, there's no surprises. It's what you would expect. T1 are really on an arc here where it's like, yeah, we just pick whatever we feel like and we just play it wherever we feel like it. We just make it work.
Although, as you mentioned before, have they gone too far? Have they cooked too much? Because they've done this in the past and it's fallen flat on their faces.
The T1 game number 2 is a classic, Valdez.
It's a classic. It wouldn't be the first time it happens.
I wouldn't mind.
They also gave over Ashe Sejuani. I mean, they gave a lot of power to the side of Live Sandbox. So... I think this is just going to come down to, obviously you got to get through this early stage in the top side of the map. But either way, guys, let's just see what happens. Let's jump on the rift for game 2. I just want to see what happens. Just want to let it happen, and
I just think it's neat.
I just think it's pretty cool.
It's just the amount of weird things happening. Now, Gragas Yasuo is a combo that is very old.
Oh, hello.
Hello. And that, as far as I'm aware, has not seen any, if I don't know. I know it's not a lot. I don't know if it's any success in like recent LCK times, because it feels like it's like a D+ in a game number 2 last year when they won game 1 number 1, and now T1 would like, yeah, let's show them, because we know Yasuo can be very good into Gnar when piloted well, and after game number 1 we will have faith in Zeus to do just that. And the combo of the Gragas and the Yasuo is very obvious. You get both on Body Slam and on Cask a great opportunity to hit an ultimate. Owner also has his kick, and those are the major knockups that you are going to be looking towards to enable this Yasuo. And then on bot side, as mentioned, it will be Gumayushi, and maybe it's neither.
Oh, here we go.
In.
Just using everything. Level 1. In we go. The heal on top of Keria. He can't get away. The flash on in. And Envy will collect first blood as Guma. He's trying to get the kill, and he will be able to take down Kyle, but yeah, now he doesn't have much health. Can Envy take him down from here is really the question. That's one missed Q. Guma is coming back left. Juking right.
Lee's on the way.
Oh, there's the Q. He's just trying to buy time. As Envy, he's going to hit level 2, and that's going to be the end of him. As the bottom lane of Live Sandbox gives 2 kills over to Envy's Ezreal.
And here is the problem that we have learned very early on this split. It's that Ashe level 1 is not okay. It's not balanced, Valdez. You can't win. Halo Blade's Ashe is too craziest.
Uh-oh.
Willer.
Trying to get on top of Faker. Not going to be able to do it, but they do force his flash.
Those are threatening. Not going to end up going for it. And PTA Ezreal. Actually, Keystone coming up huge, so the extra damage is enough to take down the bot lane. And now we have Envy. Very fed early on. That is a Sheen.
Keria's ganking mid.
Sure.
He's ganking mid?
Maybe waiting for chains to be used? Not going to be the case.
Okay. Well, I guess he's not ganking mid. He's going to go back down bot. His top lane, I mean, just pushing it in. Some pretty big waves. He's going to take this time to check on Willer. Spots him right away.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Doesn't know that Owner's here. Blocks the charge! And Willer does not have flash anymore, and he does not have the Arctic Advance, so he's going to go down, and that was very nicely calculated by Owner to set that one up. Here comes... No.
No, Faker's here.
No.
That's not.
That's not going to happen. He's just going to barrel him.
Yeah, I wonder what happened there, because that can only happen if there's a complete misread on where Owner is on the map.
Yeah.
So... maybe...
Guys, oh, okay, that's another slow coming on in. They did a bunch to Envy this time, though. He was landing those
Guma
Qs.
still has 4th shot. Ooh, I'm loving the
He made this sound like, you know, someone told on the teacher or whatever, like, ooh.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen. And with that kill, Zeus is again accelerated, as the extra damage here on Keria actually proving to be very impactful. Flashing in to guarantee the Q hit, and then Guma gets this kill. This is where things get weird. Oh, we don't get... I actually would have loved the vision toggle there. Then Envy is able to hit level 2 of the E. And yeah, this... I don't get... because the 1v1's not even good. Like, this is a... Oh, Guma.
Hold that thought. Owner is here, but guess who's also here? It's Closer, and he's level 5? Okay, they're really going to try to force this one. See if they get the knockup, as it will be tanked up by Closer, but they can't quite get the kill. Keria eventually goes down, but so does Closer. As in the back, Willer's just left to the Wolves, as that's also going to be the snipe, and they just totally wipe them down on the bottom side of the map.
Pivotal teleport there from Zeus, the hero that T1 was looking for in that dive. It was already a very ambitious dive. And then the teleport came in, and it went from ambitious to a disaster. You can't teleport to enemy turrets, but you can teleport towards your own. And the initial setup on this is always going to be rough, no matter what, even with an extra member, as the CC chain isn't quite there. Owner really good, doing a really good job of body blocking, and yeah, the moment that Zeus arrives, you know that this is that this is not happening. You're down a member, and
Well, something was happening.
Well, you know it's not happening when you're sandbox.
Yeah.
When you're T1, you're like, oh, it's definitely
It's happening.
As now we have double Dirk done for Guma and Keria, and even with that bot lane 2v2 not quite working out as...
Wow. Wait, really?
So...
This is the last time we saw Yasuo and Gragas together.
I can swear that we saw it recently. Let's try again!
Okay, well, here we go again. You know, second time's the charm as they get in. There's no teleport this time, they say. And they will take down the Jhin. As we are just having an insane amount of action already.
I don't know if they're going to win this game, but I love me some sandbox gaming, man. Just keep going!
Hey, that's Live Sandbox to you.
I don't care how you want to call them, Valdez. Any form of Live Sandbox. Old Sandbox I enjoyed, Live Sandbox, they are maintaining the spirit. The team have effectively had the same playstyle for like the last 4 years, and I appreciate their commitment to the bit.
Wait.
Oh my
What?
God. Yeah, that shouldn't be shocking, but it is.
I mean, I knew he had an insane win rate, which is part of the reason why I'm like, this, you know, an owner should almost definitely be playing this. But
Gank
30 and 4. Like, come on, that's so stupid.
And even with that second dive working out and Envy being like monstrously fed, they're still very, very substantially behind in gold. This is only 1K, but we're very early in. We have an incredible amount of kills also being in this game. We're 7.5 minutes in. It's been 11 kills!
Keria just showing up, you know, hit the turret a couple times, now he's leaving.
He's
thought he was rotating up for the Rift Herald, but...
Urgent business to attention. And it's really funny seeing this gold lead, because after the previous game, you might assume that Birdle really made a big mistake and got solo killed again. Twice. No. It's not even his fault.
Well, maybe Zeus was able to get teleport advantage, but that wouldn't have saved him anyway.
No, Birdle had teleport.
Oh, well,
this time around.
in that case.
Well, I mean, can't do anything. Right?
Yeah.
Unleash teleport, not a thing. And this time there's no teleport, and the play is clean. Closer says thank you, Faker, for the ultimate. And we'll be able to set that up. The CC chain is immediately followed up with, and...
This is on spawn Rift Herald.
So...
36 seconds, 37.
The problem is with Zeus already fed. Can Envy dodge every cask and every... Well, dodging kick is a little different because if he's not in position, then he just has to sidestep whoever does get kicked.
Already, you know, like, Yasuo doesn't really need much to get going, and he's already going, so... Just got to see just how far he can go. There is a reason why this comp, I guess, the last time we saw it was over 1,000 days ago, was because oftentimes if you fall behind, it just falls flat on its face. Because, like, what is the Yasuo going to do? Just go in and die? Like, it's oftentimes what happens, as Zeus should know that someone's coming up here. He's trying to go the other way now. I'm not sure if he's going to get out of this one, though.
Well, he has a wave.
He does have a wave. Maybe he could try to just execute himself and, well, no, he's actually going back in. Okay, we're going north, looking for the turn. As no knock-up allowed, going to miss it onto Birdall, and that's just going to be him wasting as much time as possible.
And it does buy a lot of space for the bottom half of the map. We don't have Unleashed teleports. Closer does have his available, but Faker is there, so don't know if he's actually going to be allowed to get it off. And T1 not looking to dive, just looking to ensure a crash and leave it at that.
Still, you know, owner able to roll that early lead into Rift Herald and then some gold to the bottom side. That has been a little bit of struggle streak for T1. Envy 4-1, having a great start, up 20 CS as well. So he is definitely going to be one of the win conditions.
And that's going to make life a lot harder, particularly with the upfront burst that Ezreal also has available. And this was a very important gank here, because if Zeus is able to like get off another back, and Birdle is like stuck underneath his turret, has to catch the wave, then has to back but drops blades, the matchup is already tough. It's already a counter matchup. Then on top of that, he got a double kill. So this is a very much needed moment of respite. Is Envy actually the one with the most damage being dealt? Makes sense, because he got an Essence Reaver at like what, 6 minutes. That'll do it. And
yeah,
Carrier does have his Umbral Glaive now done, and with Gumayushi also going for the lethality build is great when it comes to setup, but does mean you won't have Guild Force, and I think Guild Force into specifically Ashe Sejuani actually can be quite big.
Hey, they're flashing in for this one as it is Ezreal, and the arrow comes in. This is Ashe Sejuani. Guma is so dead as Envy's not able to last hit that. He's actually going in more onto Carrier here, expecting some follow-up. He's going to take a turret shot and has to heal. He's really, riding that live sandbox wave,
You gotta just keep going, Valdez. Really nice combo. I don't know if it was the ultimate, proc or owner.
Okay, he's gonna dodge that, but actually here comes Faker as now it's 2-on-1, but over comes Willer, and T1 was expecting that, so not committing fully to the play.
You got the Suns. Big win nonetheless. Here in mid, able to take that away from Closer, but yeah, it was either Aftershock or the second, or the end of the ultimate that got the kill there. Would have been really nice if Envy picks that one up. Not going to be the case. Instead going over to Willer, who will be moderately tankier.
Oh, the flash in. Faker's looking for more. No sums, as you mentioned, and it's just alley-ooped over to Owner. As Kyle is here. Or maybe looking for more. He's pretty squishy here on the Ashe, and down he will go. That's a double kill now to Owner, but we're going to have to trade Faker's life for that one as Willer comes on in and scoops that one.
Everyone get on the ride! We're fighting across the board, 16 kills. T1, mostly the team that gets out ahead. Faker does end up going down, but it does mean that there is positioning for T1 to then turn this into...
Nice.
Oh, there we go. Turn it into a kill on the Dragon. Second Dragon kill. Hextech Rift.
Oh man.
Coming up.
It's perfect.
We're gonna keep fighting.
Envy
we're gonna keep looking.
Taunting them, emoting in their face.
You gotta. You don't have heal, don't have flash.
He deserves
don't
to.
Care.
The way this lane has gone. Really putting the hurt on, especially punishing plays like this. This is extremely aggressive. Especially with the Nash on the other side of the Rift.
Yeah, what's the Sejuani ult that sneaks the kill. And then this play from Envy is it's fine up until the point where he takes the turret shot for no reason.
This is for the mental victory, Chronicler. You gotta learn. He's saying 3 seconds on Q. I'm leaving.
He flashes out of the arrow, but that kills Faker as well. He's like, no. I need my poke points. Come on, I need to live. I need the dragon.
Well, we'll see if he...
Proud.
Almost got it.
The first series 6 days ago between these two teams was also pretty fun, but... Sometimes you look at games, you can feel the pressure. You can feel the team's like, okay, we got to get this win. We need to make sure that we play clean league, we don't make mistakes, and sometimes people just play the game and have a really good time. And this feels like the second game. Possible dive being set up here. Brutal is about to time out of the Mega Gnar. Reinforcements are on the way.
Yeah, and it's Sejuani Ashe, so...
Never mind.
If they were going to go for a play, probably wasn't going to turn out very well.
Luke also going for the Umbral first. Love that.
So, okay, Burl's actually going to step up to this. He's got some help. This is just a Caitlyn, so at the end of the day, just harass damage from Carrier, and it is quite a bit of damage.
Very sad state of affair for Birdle. He does still have the reinforcements, so still doesn't have to be too worried. And we might get a 4v4 here. Faker has TP. Birdle, or Closer rather, doesn't.
Damn, and they're trying to force something. They're flashing on top of an Ezreal who does not have flash himself, and I guess the shift was down, and so is Envy. Down he will go. Sedge Ashe goes on to Lee Sin, but he's alone, and now Ashe is gone too. As Zeus is just farming kills now. That is 2 more on the board for the Yasuo top.
Doesn't matter if Jin's behind, he is just there to support. Yeah.
What is going on here?
I think Closer is very dead.
Yeah.
He does not have the tools.
I guess he was trying to push while they were on the objective, but yeah, he's just going to go down, so that's another kill for Owner.
Proudle, that carry out of all people, picked up the Herald, is like, I have a job to do.
It's the push turrets.
Actually, do you see the value there of the Jhin in a non-ironic fashion? Usually when we say that, Jhin doesn't.
It's okay. It's not Atlas on the desk today,
Yeah,
so it's
true.
all right.
Because in that scenario, like Envy is caught in the middle, and he needs to simultaneously dodge shots and get away from Zeus. Now, one of those would have been possible. Both, definitely not. As gets way too far forward, and then
they know he doesn't have flash, so
and then Zeus just flashes in, and at that point, once Yasuo is on top, like you're going to get the kill. Not a problem at all, even for a fed Ezreal. If you're caught on your own, there's nothing you can do. And then, as we see there, body slams enough. And I don't know about what happened here. Maybe a false sense of security because you do have Everfrost and you have a Gragas ultimate, but you're also playing into Gragas and Lee, and those are very mobile characters.
And Jhin too.
Also Jhin, yes.
The long-range roots as all right, Keria. He tries to flash the wall. He still dodges everything.
That's what matters.
Somehow. Very confusing, either way. Both teams, you can tell, like, they got a taste of blood. So now they're like, yes, more. I want more.
The problem for Sandbox is that previous to that skirmish, the game state was pretty okay.
Oh, he has IE.
Yeah. As I was leading into Valdez, spoiler alert,
3,000 gold.
The game state right now, not so good.
What? Like, we were okay. You know, the bottom dives were a bit much, but they were going in on those, and they got the second one, and things were looking okay for the Sandbox.
Sometimes you just want to hand stiff your
opponent.
Valdez.
And then Zeus just got 2 more kills, and now it's like, where are we?
it's done.
Now it's 5,000 gold. Like, what?
I don't see it, Valdez. I don't see the angles anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe the Ashe Sejuani combo.
They do have a ton. I mean, they are going to get areas. Just fading, I guess, as here we go. It's just full mayhem in the middle of the map. Both teams looking for it. Owner not going to get the hit, but he gets the kick on in. Kyle is targeted for some reason. They take down the Ashe. That's a second one. Escuma's just at the shooting range. Birdo with a nice ult, but still flash in, and Owner goes back in. He definitely tasted the blood way too much from this Lee Sin player. But I guess it's okay in this game. As the root comes down onto Envy, he's also probably dead. Fourth shot gets him after the flash as well. And we have 24 kills in 18 minutes. T1 going to take down mid-turret.
We're just having a little bit of fun, Valdez! Woo! And by the end of that fight, Zeus didn't pick up any kills. Shame on him. Guma got, I think, 3 more throughout all of that. That play from Keria doesn't feel great, but the wind wall is amazing.
Just a bait?
It's
bait.
The bait, sure. So and
absolutely,
they can just off the back of this, they win. They can just take the dragon now, but no. We're not taking the dragon because Guma gets the double there, is able to hit some great shots. Then Birdo, in a moment of attempted redemption, goes in. Owner ignores all his good instincts to just take the Q, and then dies. And then this drive-by from Willow, like I thought it was actually going to salvage the play, but Guma does get his 4th shot up, which does end up getting him the triple. They get the dragon, and now the gold lead is still 5k, so I guess that didn't change too much.
Okay.
Guma went Proudest Claw. I'm so proud.
Wow.
Look at that.
Nice.
Proudest Claw is a great idea.
It gives you bonus lethality.
And that's very, very
on
good.
your other items.
Yeah. Which generally much better than ability haste.
Generally, yeah.
It's great.
Do more damage.
Now he's playing into Sejuani, so Wheeler will be happy with his choice. Everyone else, not so much.
Feels like it hasn't... The game, funnily enough, has been so bloody that this early on, the Sedge Ashe actually... It's like they're on cooldown for most of the time, actually, because the fights are forced so often.
Yeah, Kyle also is like, has died 5 times this game. I don't even feel like he's been making that many mistakes.
Oh, closer. Yeah, he's dead. He got a cask off. Okay. Well, he's dead. And speaking of which, he has also died 5 times. Unfortunate for closer.
You know, the only one. This is Bruno's like, guys, I'm doing better. Come on.
Hasn't died in this game. Oh no. T1 just gonna go ahead and take down the Baron here, as we are just gonna throw everything.
Get him, Wheeler.
Including Willer.
Get him.
underneath.
They won't let him get him, right?
No, they're just going to kill him, right? Not do the damage. The damage is coming in, though, and it kind of gets flipped. But Owner still is going to get the smite down. And that is what it comes down to. The Mega Gnar not coming in. That's the knockup. I thought maybe Zeus would be going in on that. Kyle flashing in, looking to try to get the slows down. As Lillard's like, wait, you actually hurt. I don't want to block this anymore. As, yeah, not too much armor. Well, I guess he's got a decent amount, actually. Didn't go for Warmox this time on the Sedge.
So
but it's still a Baron.
Yeah, it looked close, but it wasn't. They got a free Baron. Starts with the pick on Closer here. No business being this far up the lane without any semblance of control. Goes down immediately. Not the best look. Maybe getting a bit blinded by the mayhem. And there's no kick here on Owner. So Willow just goes in, has to try. And how low can we go? Oh, yeah, just an early smite from Wheeler. So goes down to like 250 and then Owner smites it.
I mean,
I'm not.
No, you're right. But like, I'm just like,
imagine
so close.
Yeah.
And
yeah, if like an extra Ezreal Q lands and they get that Baron.
I was just cheering for more action because I feel like now T1 are just gonna kind of roll over it, you know?
Yeah. Well,
if Willer got it, it's like, ooh, who knows what's gonna happen now?
You're definitely right.
Okay, Bertle's been dodging everything. That is going to be the Sedge Ash combo. Lots of damage through as the Gnar over the wall. They're turning it. Owner goes down. Faker in a lot of trouble as well. Doesn't matter how tanky he is, even with the Saros. That's a couple of kills into the pockets of Live Sandbox.
Bertle is this is the 5th time he's in his promos, okay? And yes, the first few times it was his fault that he didn't make it. He didn't have the best of games, but he's really trying now as he is able to get a great catch there. T1 getting overzealous, and hey, this is bounty gold, Veldes.
It is.
The pockets are being filled.
They're being lined up again. Live Sandbox on the comeback. 800 gold.
This game is delivering.
This is a great one.
I don't know if it's good.
Envy's still really fed. I mean, he's got 3 items.
There's the combo that we talked about before. Ash and Sejuani, very strong. And the disengage, not quite enough. Bertle does get momentarily stopped, but is still able to get his ultimate off crucially. And once you're actually on top of the composition of T1, things get a little better, provided that they don't 100-0 you first, which Zeus is approaching his BT and is already hard to kill and will be even more hard to kill. Once that comes through, also Envy didn't get the memo and did go for Duskblade. So he will be stealthy. Hope he can get a kill early on in the fight. Otherwise, Yasuo is definitely gonna be taking him down.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's only 5k again.
He's going for the comeback.
That's the comfort zone, Veldes.
He's going for the comeback. Zeus is level 16, the highest in the game right now. 3rd level of the Yasuo last breath. Yeah, they're kind of on the chase, actually. Owner gonna get the kick in. They get the knockup! And Envy, he's trying to survive, but he does go down in the end. Tried to play it out really nicely, but the Yasuo combo just a bit too much. As that is potentially going to be this Drake here. Willer a little bit too far out. No, they're just going to turn it, take down another. As down goes the Gnar. And that will be Hextech Soul over to T1.
Bounty's still on. And they thought they had cornered Owner. Little did they know.
Closer.
It was all set up.
What is Faker doing? Oh, boy.
He missed the chain.
He's just having a great time. Like, this is peak League of Legends right here. And yeah, just, you know, having a bit of fun standing behind them, but they are just going to take the turret and back away. Don't want to overdo it.
Now, this is a tough question, Veldes. Do I vote for Owner or do I vote for Zeus?
I'm going to say Zeus.
Yeah, the early teleport kind of seals it for me.
The teleport, and he creates all the plays on the Rift Herald play. It's hard though. It's not a guarantee.
But this, like look at that play though from Owner. Yeah, like that's sick.
It was very.
It looks like he is cornered, but little do they know they are the ones that are being set up around, and then member up here or 2 members up rather. So very easy follow up there on the kill.
잠깐만.
Wait.
Yeah, Ezreal.
Yeah, at first he's like, whoa, wait, like, and then he's like, wait, Ezreal.
형, 못 가지긴 함.
And then they cut him off there. So now, Live Sandbox, I feel like there's still a way, funnily enough.
Your feelings might be right, Veldes.
There is still a way.
Wait, where are you going with this? That they come back?
For Live Sandbox, yeah, I actually...
Oh, I don't know. As long as everyone just stand behind Zeus.
It's pretty oppressive.
Because we didn't even discuss it, because the game was much more about every single skirmish that happened in this 26.5-minute period. But Yasuo into the Ashe actually kind of makes sense when you think about it. If there's no other like super high-value projectiles, which in this case I guess there's just Sedgeld, because you don't really care as much about Envy's ultimate.
Oh boy. Well, now there's not even an hour to worry about, but Keria is going to get burst down as that's the knockup onto the Ezreal. Can they burst him down this time? Envy goes to the stopwatch as Carnage is around him, and immediately he goes down afterwards. Closer is trying his best, but it is not good enough in this case. T1 just a little bit too far ahead in this game number 2. And by a little bit, I mean a lot at this point. As now they're just going to be diving into the base. Birdall gets Hextech sold by Keria, of all people. And he will eventually be taken out. That should be it. T1 take him down to the mid lane. And they have a lot of fun with this one. 34 kills in 27 minutes. Plus Hextech soul. And that should be the game. They're going to take down Willer here, it looks like, as they're trying. Faker, he's got his Zhonya's. Or at least the stopwatch, and unfortunately the support Ashe at this point not going to do enough. As they would love to get in there. The Lee Syndrome, and they take down the Nexus. Just a little bonus kill on